So hello all, let's talk about the second chapter in class 11th, which is relations and functions. So relation and function is very basic chapter and very important chapter. So in this chapter let's first learn what is relation. So relation in our practical day-to-day life we see in real life. This is very easy chapter. Let's try to listen it carefully. So in real life, if we see the few relations like mother-son relation, mother-son relation, right? Sister-brother relation, sister-brother relation, teacher-student relation, student relation, principal-teacher relation. So there are several types of relations in real life. So how now in some cases, in few of the cases, they all are related, right? These pairs are related. So whenever I am talking about relation, I am talking about a particular pair, right? So without I cannot say sister is a relation. So sister relation with what? Brother. Then only then it is possible. Teacher has a relation. Teacher relation with whom? Students. Teacher relation with students is a relation, right? Teacher student relation. Similarly in maths also we have relations. So in maths we can say, suppose if x is less than y, right? So x is less than y is a relation. X is less than what? Y. So y is greater than whom? X. So this is a relation between x and y. Suppose m1 is parallel to m2. So this is a relation between these two lines. M1 is parallel to m2. Say two lines L1 is perpendicular to L2. So this is a relation between L1 and L2. X plus Y is equal to 3. So this is a relation between X and Y, right? So these are relations. Now suppose there is a set A having elements 1 comma 2 comma 3, right? And set B having elements 4 comma 5, right? So we have to find out A cross B. A cross B, we call it Cartesian product. This is what? Cartesian product. Cartesian product, right? In sets we multiply these two sets. So Cartesian product, let's say how it is going to be multiplied. So first element of set A will be multiplied by both the elements of set B, right? First with this 4 and then this with 5, right? Similarly with this 2 also the same case, with this 4 and then with this 5. Now we cannot do that existing multiplication. 1 multiply 4 is equal to 4. No, we are not going to do this. No. So this will be 1 comma 4, one product. Second 1 comma 5. This is another product. Now 1 with 4, 1 with 5 done. So let's do it with 2 also. So 2 with 4, similarly 2 with 4 and 2 with 5. So 2 with 5, right? Similarly with 3 also, 3 with 4 and 3 with 5. So this is what? This is A cross B, Cartesian product of A and B, right? Now this is a relation. Somewhere a relation is given in 1 and 4, right? So somewhere a relation is given in A set and B set. So this product is a relation, right? So these pairs are called ordered pairs. This 1 comma 4, 1 comma 5, these are all called ordered pairs. We are going to use this term in the exercise, ordered pairs, right? So we'll use this term, remember, in the exercise. Now see how many elements this A set has. Number of elements in A set is equal to 3, right? 3, 1 comma 2 comma 3, 3. Number of elements in B set. So how many elements have do B set have? 2, right? So number of elements in A cross B will be what? Product of these numbers. Number of elements in set A cross number of elements in set B, right? We call it cross, right? Number of elements in set A and cross number of elements in set B. So number of elements in set A is 3. Number of elements in set B is 2. So 3 multiplied 2 is 6. So how many elements we should have in an A cross B? Number of elements in A cross B should be 6. So count the number of elements: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 elements we have in A cross B. If A has 3 elements, B has 2 elements. So how many elements will A cross B have? 6 elements. 3 into 2, 6. Suppose if n number of elements in A has 3 elements and number of elements in B has 4 elements. So how many elements will be there in A cross B? 3 into 4, which is 12. So 12 elements will A cross B have, right? Now let's talk about, we have already discussed a formula for subsets. So number of subsets of A cross B, right? So how many elements, the formula will be same, 2 raised to the power n, right? So how many elements this A cross B have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this will be 2 raised to power 6, right? So 2 raised to power 6 means 64. 2 into 2 4, 4 into 2 8, 8 into 2 16, 16 into 2 32, 32 to 64. So 64 subsets will A cross B have, right? So these are few formulas we are going to use in this exercise. The first one is this formula, right? Remember this. And the second one is this number of subset formula, right? One more thing. Firstly, we'll write down A elements. See here, A element we are writing at the first place, right? And B element which is on the second place here. So we'll write B elements on the second place. Always remember this, right? So let's begin with this exercise 2.1 now. Now let's see exercise 2.1, chapter 2. So if x by 3 plus 1 comma y minus 2 by 3 is equal to this, find the value of x and y. So whenever you see such kind of questions, just compare the first value with the first value and the second value with the second value, always, because here the first value is x by 3 plus 1. So answer, so here first value is x by 3 plus 1, right? So compare this value with 5 by 3. So you will see x upon 3 is equal to 5 by 3 minus 1, which is, taking LCM, 3, 5 minus 3. So x upon 3 is equal to 2 upon 3, or we can say x is equal to 2, right? Simple. Just compare this first value with this first value. This is how we are going to do it. So next value is y minus 2 by 3. So y minus 2 upon 3 is equal to 1 by 3. So y is equal to 1 by 3 plus 2 by 3, right? Taking LCM, this will be 1 plus 2, 3. 3 upon 3 is 1. So y is equal to 1. So y value is equal to 1, x value is equal to 2. Very easy question it is. So always compare these values, first value with the first value and second value with the second value, right? So next question we have, if set A has 3 elements and set B has these elements, so find the number of elements in A cross B. So we have already discussed this. If number of elements in set A is equal to 3, right, and number of elements in set B is equal to how many? 1 2 3, right? So number of elements in set A cross B, so number of elements in A cross B will be number of elements in A cross number of elements in B, right? So number of elements in A cross number of elements in B will be 3 cross 3, so this will be 9. So 9 is our answer. Number of elements in A cross B is 9. Simple. Use this formula. We have already discussed this formula. So next question, if G is 7, 8 and H is 5, 4, 2, find G cross H. So G cross H. So G cross H is equal to, that means what? Firstly, G elements will be multiplied with these elements, H elements. So first 7 with 5, then 7 with 4, then 7 with 2, right? Again 8 with 5, then 8 with 4, then 8 with 2, right? So these are the elements 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2 elements here we have, 3 elements here we have. So number of elements in G cross H will be 2 into 3, 6. So 6 elements are there, right? So this is G cross H. Now let's find out H cross G. So H cross G will be equal to H cross G. So H cross G is equal to, now H elements will be multiplied with this G element. So first 5 with this 7 and 8. So 5 multiply 7, 5 and 8, right? Then with 4 with this, so 4, 7 and 4, 8, right? Then 2, 7 and 2, 8. So these are the elements of H cross G. So remember this 7, 5 in G cross H will not be equal to 5, 7. If in Cartesian plane you plot these points, so 7, 5 will be a point here somewhere and 5, 7 will be a point here somewhere. So these 2 points are not equal. So I hope you are getting it. So that means what? G cross H will never be equal to H cross G. These are two different Cartesian products, right? So remember this also, this result also. So next question number 4. So I hope it is clear to you. H cross G and G cross H we have determined. The relation in between H and G we have determined. Cartesian product. Next 4th question. If P is this, Q is this, then P cross Q will be M, N and N, M. Obviously false it is. We have to say it is it true or false, and we have to give explanation also. This is obviously false because number of elements in P is 2, number of elements in Q is 2. So number of elements in P cross Q should be 2 into 2, which is 4. So here we have only 2 elements, so which is false. So in actuality, firstly let's write it is false. So in actuality P cross Q will have how many elements? Firstly M with this 2n, M with n, and then with this M with M itself, right? Again this n with n and this n with M also. So these are the 4 elements which it should have actually, but here only 2 elements are there, so which is false, right? So if A and B are true, are non-empty sets, then A cross B is a non-empty set of ordered pairs x, y such that x belongs to A and y belongs to B. Yes, it is true. I'll tell you how. Answer true. Why it is true? I'll show. See, if A has, suppose A has 1, 2, right, and B has 3, 4, right, 3, 4. So A cross B will have how many elements? 4 elements. 1, 3, 1, 4, 2, 3, 2, 4, right? These 4 elements A cross B will have. Now A cross B has these 4 elements. Suppose these are non-empty sets, when these are non-empty sets. Suppose if B is an empty set, suppose let B is an empty set, right? This is empty set, or we call it phi, right? So A cross B, so 1 cross phi will be phi itself. It is not going to be an element. 1 multiplied by an empty set, empty element, empty set will always be an empty set, right? So element multiplied by phi will always be phi. So we can say if B is phi, so A cross B will also be phi, right? Remember this result also, we will use it later on. So if any one of the set is an empty set, so A cross B will also be an empty set, right? So why it is true? Now x comma y such that x belongs to A. So x means here this will be x, right? This will be x and this will be y. So again x, y, again x, y, again x, y. So x elements belongs to A set. X is 1, 1 is here. X is 2, 1, 2 is here. So x elements belongs to A set. The elements which will be written firstly, those elements will belong to the first set, and the elements which will be written later on will belong to the later on set, next set, B set, right? So y is 3, y is 4, so y belongs to this B set. So this is true, x belongs to A and y belongs to B, right? Next, if A is this, okay, this example is here again, then A multiply B intersection phi. Now see, solution. This is also true, I'll show you how. So B intersection phi will be what? Phi. Any set intersection with phi is phi itself. So B intersection phi is phi. Now A cross B intersection phi. B intersection phi. This we have discussed here. If B is an empty set, so A cross B will be phi. So if this is an empty set phi, so this cross with A will also be phi. So this we have already discussed, right? So this is true, right? So this is true. Next, fifth question. If A is minus 1 comma 1 and B, and we have to find out A cross A cross A, right? So first let's find out A cross A. Solution. So A cross A means this element multiplied by this element itself, right? For if you are getting confused, just write down these elements, 1 minus 1 comma 1 minus 1 comma 1, right? Now take Cartesian product. So first this minus 1 with these two elements, minus 1 comma minus 1 comma minus 1 comma 1, then this 1 with these two elements, so 1 comma minus 1 and 1 comma 1, right? Now we have to find out its product with A, right? A set is what? Minus 1 comma 1, right? So we have to find out A cross A cross A, right? So firstly this element with this first one, so let's take it minus 1 comma minus 1 comma minus 1, these brackets, comma. Now this element, first element with the second one, so minus 1 comma minus 1 comma 1. Remember this, what we are doing, this first element with this first one, then this first element with the second one. Now with the second element with first one and second element with second one. Second element minus 1 comma 1 with first minus 1. Second element with second one, so minus 1 comma 1 comma 1. Next 1 comma minus 1 comma minus 1. Then 1 comma minus 1 comma plus 1. Then we have last fourth element 1 comma minus 1 and 1 comma 1 comma 1. So these are all elements. How many elements it will have? See, A cross B has 1, 2, 3, 4. A has 2 elements, so 4 multiplied 2 is 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 elements we are having. Simple what we have done, this first element with this first one and this first element with the second one. Then this first element with this first one and this first element with the second one. First element with first one, third element with first one and third element with second one. Fourth element with first one, fourth element with second one. So this is what Cartesian product is, right? So next, sixth question, if A cross B is this, find A and B. So we have already discussed A cross B has x comma y elements where x belongs to A and y belongs to B, right? Set B. So x here means these first elements will belong to set A. So set A will have solution. Set A will have elements A comma B, right? First elements are A and B only. Next, B set will have how many elements? Next two elements. So x comma y. So that means what? A has two elements, B has two elements. So product of A and B will have 2 into 2, 4 elements. So 1, 2, 3, 4 elements are here. So first element belongs to set A. So A and B. Second element belongs to set B. So A and B. I hope it is clear to you. First element belongs to A, second element belongs to B. Just to make you understand, I'm doing circles over it. So first element belongs to A and second element belongs to B, right? So this is how we have done it. Next, seventh question. You need not to do it, just to make you understand, I've circled this. Seventh question, if A is this, B is this, C is this and D is this, verify the results. A cross B intersection C. So first let's find out B intersection C. So B intersection C. Now B intersection C means B has 1, 2, 3, 4 and C has 5, 6. So intersection will have 5. Intersection will be 5. There is nothing common in between B and C. So A cross B and C. So A cross B intersection C means A cross 5. So which will also be 5. We have studied this result before also. So any non-empty set, Cartesian product with an empty set will always be an empty set. Remember this. So next, RHS we have A cross B. So A cross B. How many elements will A cross B have? Let's write down 1, 1, then 1, 2, then 1, 3, then 1, 4, again 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3 and 2, 4, right? And A cross C. A cross C will have 1, 5, 1, 6, 2, 5, 2, 6, right? This will be A cross C. Now what is the intersection of A cross B? Intersection A cross C. So let's see, is there anything common? So here we have 5 and 6. Here we do not have any 5 and 6. So that means it is also 5. So since we can see A cross B intersection C is equal to A cross B intersection A cross C from equations 1 and 2, from statements 1 and 2, from 1 and 2. So this means hence verified. Next, second part we have. So if you want, you can pause the video and write it down. So second part we have A cross C is a subset of B cross D. So A cross C is this. Now first find out B cross D. So A cross C we have already determined. So B cross D, let's find out. So B has 1, 2, 3, 4 and D has 5, 6, 7, 8. So that means 1, 5, 1, 6, 1, 7, 1, 8, 2, 5, 2, 6, 2, 7, 2, 8, 3, 5, 3, 6, 3, 7, 3 comma 8, 4 comma 5, 4 comma 6, 4 comma 7, 4 comma 8. So these are the elements B cross D will have, right? Now we have to see if A cross C is a subset of B cross D. So A cross C has 1 comma 5. So do we have 1 comma 5 here? Yes, we have 1 comma 5. 1 comma 6, 1 comma 6 we also have. A cross C has 2 comma 5. So 2 comma 5. Let's check it. 2 comma 5 we also have. A cross C has 2 comma 6. So 2 comma 6 we also have. So that means all the elements of A cross C is available in B cross D. So that means A cross C is a subset of B cross D. If all the elements of A cross C are available in B cross D, that means A cross C is a subset of B cross D. So these concepts we are using from sets chapter only. So I hope it is clear to you. You can pause the video to note it down. So just pause the video and to note it down. So next question is question number 8. In question number 8, two sets are given A and B. Write A cross B. So A cross B means this first element with these two elements. So 1 comma 3, 1 comma 4, 2 comma 3, 2 comma 4. So these are A cross B. How many subsets will A cross B have? So number of subsets in A cross B will be 2 raised to power n formula. So how many elements do A cross B have? 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 raised to power 4 is 16. So list them. So we have to write down all the subsets of A cross B. So let's write it. So A cross B. Now the elements are 1 comma 3, 1 comma 4, 2 comma 3 and 2 comma 4. So these are means subsets we are talking. So don't get confused. Firstly, the first subset is 5. Second, set of 1 comma 3 element, right? Third, set of 1 comma 4 element, right? Next, 2 comma 3 element set. Next, 2 comma 4 element set, right? So these are single sets we have taken, single element set we have taken. Now let's take double. So 1 comma 3 and 1 comma 4. So for this I am leaving a gap of line in order to remove this confusion. So 1 comma 3. So it becomes quite confusing if I'll write here. So I'm leaving a gap of line. 1 comma 3, 1 comma 4 together. Then 1 comma 3, 2 comma 3 together, right? Then 1 comma 3, 2 comma 4 together, right? Now 1 comma 3 is over. Let's take 1 comma 4. So 1 comma 4 and 2 comma 3. So 1 comma 4 and 2 comma 3 together, right? And 1 comma 4 and 2 comma 4 together, 2 comma 4 together, right? Now 1 comma, now next 2 comma 3, 2 comma 3 and 2 comma 4 together, right? So these are two elements we have taken together. Now next let's go for 3 elements taken together. So 3 elements. So 1 comma 3, 1 comma 4, 2 comma 3, right? Next 1 comma 3, 1 comma 4 and 2 comma 4, right? Next 1 comma 4, 2 comma 3, 1 comma 4, 2 comma 3, and this we have 2 comma 4, 1 comma 4, 2 comma 3 and 2 comma 4, right? 3 elements taken together. So I guess these are enough. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14. Now one more set. 2 comma 3, 2 comma 3, 3 elements taken together. 1 comma 4 comma 3, 1 comma 4, 2 comma 3 and 2 comma 4, and this 1 comma 3, 2 comma 3, 2 comma 4 and 1 comma 4, 2 comma 4. These are enough, I guess. So the last 15th one, next is 4 elements taken together. So 4 elements means 1 comma 3, 1 comma 4, 2, 3, 2, 4, right? So one more element is missing, 1, 3, 1, 3, 2, 3 and 2, 4. So it was not there. 1, 3, 2, 3 and 2, 4 is not there. So these are 16 elements we have written, which are 16 subsets we have written of this set A cross B. So just pause the video to note it down clearly, and there should be no gap in between, and here we have comma after each set. These lines I have left just to make you understand clearly, right? So these are the subsets of A cross B. Now let's move on to next question. So next question we have this question number 9th. So and number of elements of A is 3, number of elements of B is 2. If x, 1, y, 2 and z, 1 are in A cross B, find A and B. Now number of elements in A is 3, number of elements in B is 2. So A elements will be the first one elements, x should always belongs to A. So write these first one elements should belong to A set. So A set should have x, y, z, right? So these are 3 elements we are having from set A. So 3 elements, it is already listed that A set has 3 elements, and 3 elements we have got. So no need to search for other elements because 3 elements we have got from set A. Now set B has 2 elements. So the second elements which are written later on belongs to B set. So 1, 2, 1. So 1 and 2 are 2 different digits. So 1, 2 belongs to B set. Is that clear? So A is this x, y, z, B is 1, 2. Simple. Why? Because we know that set A has set of first elements of the ordered pair elements of A cross B. A has set of first elements of ordered pairs of A cross B, and B is equal to set of second elements of ordered pairs A cross B. So that's why we have taken first elements. First elements are this x, y and z. So set A has x, y, z. Second elements 1 and 2. So set B has 1 and 2. Next, last question of this exercise, 10th question. You can pause the video to note it down. So for question number 9th. So just pause the video to note it down. Next we have 10th question. A cross A has 9 elements. 9 elements means, so A cross A has 9 elements. So number of elements in A cross A is equal to number of elements in A cross number of elements in B, right? So if it is 9, so number of elements in A cross number of elements in B is 9. So how many elements A should have? A should have 3 elements. And how many elements B should have? So B should also have 3 elements, right? So A is the only set, right? A cross A means number of elements in A should be, these two sets are same. So that means number of elements in A square is 9. So number of elements in A should be 3, right? So number of elements in A should be 3. So how many digits we have? -1, 0 and 1. That means A set should have -1, 0, 1. These 3 digits we are here, -1, 0, 0, 1. So from here we have derived these 3 digits. So that means 3 elements we have got. So that means A set has these 3 elements. Now we have to find out set A. Set A is this. Now remaining elements of A cross A. So A cross A means 9 elements it will have. So just for so let's do it. So A cross A. So -1, -1 firstly, -1 with itself. Just for your convenience, you can write down. Just simply write down A set again in rough. -1, 0, 1. in order to, later on we'll cut it. So -1 with -1 first, second -1 with 0, so -1 with 0 we already have here. Next -1 with +1, -1 comma 1. Next 0 with -1, 0 with -1. Next this 0 with 0, 0 comma 0. Then 0 with 1, so 0 with 1 we already have. Next 1 comma -1, 1 comma -1. Then 1 comma 0, 1 comma 0. Then 1 comma 1, so 1 comma 1, right? So these are the remaining elements of A cross A. You can count these elements: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and this 8 and 9. So 9 elements we have got from A cross A. So this is A cross A, number of elements of A cross A. So this is how, now let's cut this. So this is how we have done this exercise 2.1. I hope it is clear to you. You can pause the video to note it down and do it yourself, and do remember to watch it again if it is not clear, or just write in the comment box. I'll explain it again if any of the topic is not clear to you. So hope to see you in the next video. In the next video we'll be discussing exercise 2.2. So just be in touch.